Hi, Susie. Good afternoon. Who else is here? Let me see if I'm all good up here. How is everyone doing this Monday? I'm Kristen Fagan, and I'm here on the Softflex Company YouTube channel for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. And today has been a bit of a whirlwind. We had a special going on last week that we sold out of on Saturday, I believe. And so what I planned to do today had to kind of make some changes. Hey, Pamela. And since I'm involved in doing all of the marketing and the website and changing our offers and our emails, that's all up to me. I kind of came in this morning and had a bunch of things to do outside of my normal Monday because everything sold out. So we introduced this awesome Pantone quad. Leah's feeling lazy in Chicago. Hi, Sheila. We introduced this beautiful spring summer Pantone quad last week, and it's got our purple amethyst, green turquoise, bone, and tanzanite beading wire colors. And with it, we did a BOGO where you get a free bead mix. There was a check glass bead mix that matched this when you bought the quad, and we just blew through those like 3 days. They all went, they all got sold out. Susie, do you think you will do another bead mix? We are actually talking about another bead mix. It's not going to be in the quad colors, but it's going to be in an equally beautiful color range. We're actually, we're discussing it and finalizing it a little bit this morning. So the quad is still available. You can still get the beading wire quad online. We just no longer have the bead mix to go along with it. But the colors are gorgeous. I'm sure you can find all sorts of beads in your stash that will use these beautiful colors. And I actually went through my bead stash to find just some one-offs. I'm gonna do sort of a bead soup design today where it's just mix and match one off, and I pulled colors in these 4 colors. So we're gonna make a necklace with all of these. And I didn't even get a bead mix. Usually I wait a little while to make sure that all the customers that can get it, and then they'll send me out one to use for the video. But these went so fast that I didn't even get one to share with you guys on the video. If you're curious of what they look like, you can see them online at softflexcompany.com. Sarah also did a video on Facebook on Wednesday where she used this quad along with the bead mix. And like I said, I do think we do have plans to bring another bead mix in, and if that one does well, then we may bring in some more check glass bead mixes in the future. You guys totally just loved up on it, so that was awesome. So today we are gonna make, I had done this actually with our last quad, our last Pantone quad that we introduced in the fall, and it's just this really pretty, delicate, loopy necklace design. And today we're gonna do that with the new Pantone quad colors and some bead soup mixes from my stash. What's fun about it is the wire really plays a major component in this design. So you don't need a ton of beads. I actually just did 1 bead per link on this one. But you can always add more. Like, you know, you can, if you don't like it to be this minimalist and you want a little more beads, you can always add more. That's what's really fun about this kind of design. I did add a clasp on this one. I had made it a little shorter, but I think today I'm just gonna go for a nice long necklace so I can put it over my head. You can even make it super long so that you can double up and wear something like that. So it's got like a really nice, either that might be what I do, is go really long and then you can double it up. That would be really fun. Well, let me see how many beads I have to work with. That'll determine how long my necklace gets. So what do we got going on? We do have a flash sale. I almost forgot to say. So you can get this quad for 22% off right now. That's a really great deal. We're only doing this flash sale for 2 days. It's only today and tomorrow, and it includes all beading wire, and it includes, yeah, get this lady some more beads, right? It includes all of our beading wire brands, Soft Flex, Soft Touch, the Soft Flex Trios, the Extreme Flex Gold, Silver, Champagne colors, and the Quad, and our Encano Flex lines. Includes anything on closeout will also get the 22% off, and it also includes our craft wire. So any beading wire, any craft wire, flash sale today and tomorrow, only 22% off, including anything that you can find in the closeout section. It's just for full retail price purchases, and in some cases we may sell out of a particular wire, so it's while supplies last. All right, you have till tomorrow, which is April 28th at midnight Pacific time, to take advantage of that deal over on softflexcompany.com. All right, let's get beading. I'm gonna turn you guys down to my beading table and see what we've got to work with. You are all over that. Yes, it's a great deal. We usually, we usually do up to 20% off, and very rarely do we do all of our beading wire lines. Extreme and Soft Touch especially are not put on sale quite as often as other things. So if you like those beading wire lines, I would suggest grabbing those. And of course, this adorable quad is available up there too. So if you're not familiar with Soft Flex beading wire, Soft Flex is a stainless steel core. It has a micro braided proprietary braid, and then it is coated in a color and then nylon. They're super flexible. All of our colors come in our medium diameter, which is 0.019. And when you get the quad, you'll get 4 10-foot spools. So 40 feet total, 10 foot of each of these colors. Soft Flex wire is super flexible. It's very kink resistant. The colors don't flake off. You don't have any problem with tarnishing, anything like that. So beautiful product to use, and a beautiful product to expose the wire colors in. So this is what I gathered in terms of just having some little, I think I'm gonna cut these loose. And then I've got some clear. Soft Touch does not come in the colors, Pamela. Soft Touch only comes in the satin silver color. Let me grab it. So for the Soft Touch, you're only gonna find it in our original satin silver color. And part of that is, I mean, if you're using Soft Touch, you usually are using small beads, or you want things to have a very thread-like drape. And so generally Soft Touch designs do get totally beaded over. Whereas Soft Flex is a little bit sturdier in terms of the, I want to say, not really sturdier, that's not the right word. It has more body, so it holds its shape a little bit better. Whereas soft touch is gonna feel like a thread. It's 50% more flexible than soft flex is. So if you're doing multi-strand designs with lots of beads, like lots of seed beads, you'd use soft touch. If you're using some really nice small gemstones, you can use soft touch, and you're generally going to bead the whole thing without having any of the wire exposed. So soft touch comes in 4 diameters. It comes in our heavy, which is the 0.024, comes in medium, 0.019, comes in fine, 0.014, and it comes in very fine, which is 0.010. And the very fine is good for embellishment. So if you are wanting to embellish clothing, or if you're wanting to embellish accessories like a purse or something like that, you can use soft touch very fine. That one comes in satin silver, white, and black because of the embroidery aspect, because some people want to have that white or that black color for embroidery. And that one also would be good for bead weaving. So if you do any bead weaving and you want to use a wire so it's stronger, instead of thread, you can give soft touch 0.010 a try. You're welcome. You are very, very welcome. I think, Sarah, we've got a few videos here on the YouTube channel that specifically talk more about soft touch. And I think there's a playlist even that is just our soft touch videos. So if you want to learn more, you can always take a look and see what we've got there. Okay, so you can either keep your links the same size, or you can make them all different sizes. You know, that's totally up to you in your design. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out a size. So these were about 1 inch links that I did before, which means I probably need about 2 inches of wire. And I think what I'll do is cut maybe 3 inches. So I'm gonna start by just cutting myself a handful of purple in 3 inches. So if I do 5 of each color, that will give me 20 links. And how many links do I have here? 1, 2. I have 19 on this one, and I do want to go a little bit longer. So maybe I'll do 6 of each color. So this is the purple amethyst. And then we've got tanzanite. So how's everybody hanging in? I know for me, it's kind of different day to day. I'm sure a lot of you feel that way. Some days I'm just like spunky, getting stuff done, cleaning out cabinets, doing things I don't normally maybe make time for. And then other days I'm completely and mentally exhausted. Pamela's hanging in, but never sure what day it is. Yes, I can see that being They all just are like, we're all in the movie Groundhog's Day, right? Where it's just the same day over and over again. For me, since I work from home for Softlex, my life is not that different, but for my children, it sure is. And I do feel bad for them not being able to do their normal activities and see their friends, and I think it's hard on kids for sure. I have to say my kids have been awesome throughout the whole thing. There hasn't been any real meltdowns or complaints about what's going on. They kind of understand the gravity of the situation. I have two teenagers. I have a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. So I would say not being able to see their friends at that age is pretty rough. I know at those ages I would be pretty cranky if I was stuck with my family for as long as they have been. No prom, no. I'm grateful that neither of them, are seniors, or even a junior. So my one son's missing a dance, and my other son is missing, like, saying goodbye as he goes from junior high to high school. So I think those transitional years are probably even harder for kids, where they don't get to really say their goodbyes, have those, last days, and really feel like they're moving from one place to the next. So I'm going to be using Softlex crimp tubes, 2 by 2 millimeter in size. And I'm gonna need one for every link I'm doing. So I'm just gonna start, and let me actually cut one of these loose here. I think I'll need these seed beads on their own. In the last second, before I went on live, I thought, ooh, I have a mix of crystals somewhere that maybe I have, and I do. I've got some one-offs in here. Got some purples. I've got, oh, there's another purple. I've got a couple of bone color. So let me just grab a couple of these to add some sparkle. Anything else one off? No. Oh, here's this guy. That one looks good. Solitary Empath says, you guys have the best crimps, well worth the money. They really are. They really are the best. I know that you can find crimps cheaper out there, but you end up with broken crimps and designs that fail, and it's just not worth it. So they are worth going for them. Softlex crimps are seamless, so there's no seams in there to pop open, and they're double the thickness of most, so they're really a nice, secure crimp. So I think what I'll do is pick up one of the colors. So here's the tanzanite, and here's my little grouping of tanzanite kind of colors. And I think what I'll do is take a different color, just like that, and make myself a link. So I'm just gonna make a circle like that. And you can use regular crimping pliers, or you can use these, our magical crimping pliers. And what these do is they've got one notch on each side, and the crimp sits right in the center. You give it a good squeeze, and you'll see there's like 4 little pinched corners. Then you'll turn it on its side, squeeze it again, and you're just gonna roll it in there. And that turns your crimp tube into a nice little bead. Oh, thank you, Lee. Lee says, I like the storyboard you made for the quad. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to go through and pick some inspirational pictures and beads and wire to go with the quad. We just thought this colorway was so gorgeous. We wanted to highlight it. So there's my first little link. And now what you're gonna do is pick up your next color. So here I've got bone. I'm just gonna hook it on just like that. And then choose a color that I wanna put on here. And maybe I'll try, actually maybe I'll do a clear, maybe I'll try this turquoise color. And just be careful not to drop your little wire, because then your bead will fall. Hey Amber, you finally caught a live show. You're not getting notifications for some reason, but thrilled that you got to see me live. Well, when you're done with the video, go check out like the main page, and next to the subscription button, there's a little bell. Click on that bell and then you'll get notifications. I think you can decide what kind or how many and stuff like that too. So just in case you're not getting them now, if you click on that little bell on the main page next to the subscribe button, you'll get notified next time. I will say I was running behind today, so I really didn't post my live video till a few minutes before I actually went live. Sometimes I'll post it, I try and post it on Friday, so you guys are notified and you can see what we're gonna do, but that's not happening right now. We're all working on short weeks over here, like, you know, a lot of people, and so our schedules are not what they normally are. Pamela says, I had the same problem with notifications, so I unsubscribed and subscribed again, and it worked. Oh, good. Maybe it's just the way, like, YouTube, you know, you never know what their what their plans are, and maybe you need to resubscribe for those notifications to now work properly. That is a good point. Thank you for sharing that, Pamela. Solitary empath, I put a light under my table so I can find all the things I drop while working on a piece. That's a great idea. Is it like one of those like push-on lights with battery operated that you can kind of stick anywhere? Is it something like that? Yes. Oh, so smart. So here we've got 3 links going so far. And I got tanzanite, bone, and then purple. So next is turquoise. Let's do a bone color bead for that. Amber's asking, where do you get your inspiration? Oh gosh. You know, I'm not sure. It comes from so many different places. I'm inspired a lot by my coworkers, you know, like Sarah and James will do videos and their ideas will then inspire me to try something maybe similar. I'm inspired by the VIB group. You guys are awesome. If you're not in that group, go to Facebook and join the Softlex VIB Studio group. There's such wonderful things happening in there and people sharing what they're working on, and that is super inspiring. Where else do I go for inspiration? You know, there's some companies I love, like I love Free People or Sundance Designs, and sometimes I'll check them out, see what they're up to, and that'll spark something new. So now I can continue. I think I'm just going to continue in this pattern of tanzanite bone purple turquoise just to make it easy on myself as I'm talking. But you can do this in any pattern. You can change it up however you want. Let's do this guy. And my only thing with the beads is I'm trying to use a different color than the wire for a little contrast, but that is it. And this one kind of gets lost a little bit, so I'm wondering, what would it look like if I add some of these seed beads on here? Nile is very inspiring over at Silver Silk. I don't know if you catch any of his videos, but he totally inspires me because he's got a very sculptural approach to putting jewelry together, and I just adore him and his designs. We usually share one of his videos each week in our weekly roundup. Solitary Empath, I'm going to advocate for Kristen and ask Softlex to please send her a pound of beads. Well, I'll say they do send me beads regularly. I just missed out on this Pantone mix. They just went way too quickly. Had there still been some in stock this week, I probably would have gotten a package with them. What color do I want to do next? I think maybe this guy. Actually, maybe purple. It's like you were collecting beads with a tin cup. Yeah. And I love to buy beads on the live sale. So I have a good selection of gemstone beads, but for this project, I really just wanted like a nice mix, more of check beads or little crystals and things like that. And I don't have as many of that kind of stuff in my stash. So hopefully this next mix we do, I get some beads. And I have some large bead strands, but yeah, I just wanted some daintier beads for this particular design. what color am I up to? Tanzanite bone purple, turquoise, tanzanite bone purple. Yeah, Amber, we sold out of that Pantone bead mix in like 3 days. We were not expecting that to go quite so fast. And we are working on a new mix, but it's not going to be that same mix. It'll be something else, but just as beautiful. I'm excited for it. And it'll probably come, what's today? It'll probably come a couple weeks into May, as we're just now discussing what it will be. This is a great project if you're practicing your crimps. If you are practicing your crimping tool, this one, something like this, will really get you going. Just repeating that process over and over again, and would really be helpful. Yeah, it's totally light and fun, and I could even see you like working with these seed beads right now. I can even see like making some links, just a total link of seed beads would be a neat addition too. Whoop. And what a great way to use up beads you've got that maybe you have some one-offs for. You see what I mean? Like you can even just keep going and do like a couple of links here and there, just full seed bead links, just to change it up a little. I think I saw someone in the group do a linked beaded necklace recently. That was really cool. Oh, speaking of the group, for those of you that got your sunflower design kit, today is the day to have your designs added to the group. So today is April 27th. By midnight tonight, post up any designs you made with the Painted Sunflowers design kit, and then you'll be entered to win a future kit. I've been creatively constipated, so this has been inspiring. It's funny, I've been like super creative in some ways and really not in others. And this actually came together. I mean, this morning I was like, what am I gonna do? And I love this one we did last fall. So I thought, why don't I just do the same thing with different beads and see how it looks? And you can see how it's like, got a totally different feel to it because of the colors that we're using this time. What do you guys like to do when you feel creatively stuck? What are your favorite ways to get unstuck? Or anything that comes to mind in particular that helps? You swear at your beads, so mostly that's not helpful. Well, yeah, they don't want to be yelled at. Maybe then you need to get up and take a walk. Take a deep... Susie watches beading videos. That sounds like a healthy way. So does Suzanne, for sure. That's what I tend to do. I look for inspiration, like videos, or I give myself space. Sometimes, and actually cleaning and organizing for whatever reason works really well for me. So if I'm super stuck, um, if I just start organizing my beads or organizing my desk or doing a little cleanup action, that gets things going. I think because I find stuff in the process that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I bought these and how much I love them and couldn't wait to work with them. And now here they are. Pamela takes a break, goes to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I think space is a good one. I have a hammock in my backyard that is like, for sure, one of my favorite spaces, one of my favorite places to go. And even just going out there for like 10 minutes without any distractions and just giving myself time to relax, listen to some birds and just be, I always feel refreshed. It doesn't mean I'm automatically go back to creating, but I think things like that help open up like space to create. Yeah, I can totally see that. With everyone home, it's breaking your inspiration, your concentration, your inspiration. Well, right now, like we're all doing things not our norm, you know? So you've got people home, maybe you had certain things throughout the week that you looked forward to, and all of that right now is just totally a mishmash, a jumble. Let me get some of these guys in here. And that can throw everything for a loop when your space is different. I'm cooking so much more. I mean, I thought I cooked a lot before, but I feel like, I think it's just because everyone's home, like the kitchen, the dishes, all of those things are just constant in a way that I didn't remember them being as constant before. Non-stop, yep. Luckily, I have kids to help me with the dishes, and that's like their chore every other day or something like that. So it feels a little bit of a break, but it's just that sink is constantly full. It's really crazy. Oh, look at this beautiful bead. This was done by one of our VIB members, Lori. She had sent me a little package of hand-rolled paper beads. And they're just so lovely. I thought that I would add one of them in here today. Thank you, Lori. Have any of you guys ever rolled your own beads with paper? You can use like magazine or scrapbook paper. We had an old blog where we showed an example of how to do it, but I don't know if that's even on our current website anymore. Yeah, mixed media is fun to be able to add all sorts of different things in the mix. Let's see. What color? What color? Maybe this guy. I love how therapeutic this can be because it's really, once you pull out a bunch of beads and the wire, you don't have to think a whole lot about what you're doing. You know that all the colors are going to match and go well together. Susie would love to learn how to make paper beads. Yeah, I think all you need is paper, a dowel, or maybe even like a pencil, like a #2 pencil kind of thing, and glue, like Elmer's glue or Mod Podge glue. I'd probably say I would like Mod Podge better because you can actually varnish the outside of it with a Mod Podge too, if you happen to have some of that. And that is all you need. Let's see here. Amber's gonna try her hand at Kumihimo. Yeah, Kumihimo is a lot of fun. I haven't done one in a little while, but they're perfect for something that takes a little bit longer, but still not totally difficult, you know? Like once you get the pattern down, you just keep repeating that pattern. Solitary Empath, I made beads out of the leftover paint skins. Ooh, I have a friend who makes pendants out of that kind of stuff. But I never thought about beads. Do you roll them up like you would a paper bead, or is it a different process? Yes. Oh, that is interesting. Amber could mess up Ice Cube's stew. You're being hard on yourself, Amber. That doesn't sound like something you can mess up. Sometimes I wrap them with seed beads and wire as well. I would love to see what those look like. That sounds awesome. That is really cool. Ice Cube stew. My younger son has been baking a lot, so that's been kind of fun. We've all been eating way too many cupcakes and cookies, though. But I think he's doing some food therapy. It's another unfinished project. Didn't know where I was going with it. Those are always fun projects where you just get going and you're not quite sure what's gonna come of it. Oh, Lydia, they're 13 and 16. So it's my 13-year-old. He's been doing a lot of baking. And he's even been making his own, you know, everything from scratch, and including his icing. It's been really good. He's very good at it. And we've had peanut butter, cookies, and chocolate, cupcakes with cream cheese icing. And what was the other one he's done? Oh, we did coconut cookies. Those were really good. I've never had them before, so that was nice. But I am totally a cookie monster. The cookies are my weakness, so that's the only downfall there. Is that I was like, I can't keep eating all these cookies. I told him to look for some flourless cookies to try now. So we have a little less flour. I think you can make like chocolate cocoa cookies without flour. And then I've made some banana ones in the past. Although they're not quite the same. Oh, Sheila says, after watching my videos, I can finally use the magical crimping pliers properly. Awesome. I know sometimes they can take a little bit to really get a handle of. I'm so glad that my videos have helped. Thanks for letting me know that. Amber says, you too. Or her too, I should say. See, Amber? Susie says you can send some cookies over here, right? I really should. But like I said, I am a cookie monster. You see those pictures, we're all gonna come out of quarantine like Pillsbury Doughboy. Because just been sitting around doing some food therapy. I need to bead more and eat less. Let's see. I know I need to add another one of these guys in, maybe now. Yeah, we're all eating way too much right now, Lydia. I think it's just par for the course, you know? On one hand, it's nice to be making so many meals and cooking and all that good stuff. And on the other hand, it's gonna catch up with me. You guys watching anything TV-wise? I am kind of at the tail end of the Outlander show. That was new to me. I never watched it before, so I've been sort of binge watching my way and was so hooked. I'm so sad I caught up to real time and now I have to wait each week. Next stock Pico should invest in his Vaseline. All this eating will need to grease the doorways. Oh, that's a sight. That's an image. Funny. Ooh, I'm almost done. I wonder how long this is and if I need to keep going, if I don't want to add a clasp or if I'm good. It's like Weeble Wobbles, right? The little people, the little toys. Well, I'll be wobbling around. Well, at least we are all in it together. Beeping when we back up. That's like my doggy. She's she's a golden retriever, but when she gets caught like around the coffee table, she has to kind of do that slow back up to get through. It's funny. Well, at least we could all laugh about it right now. I see a lot of people gardening, which is awesome. Being in Arizona, it's not really the best time for that here, I don't think. For my fellow Arizonans, what do you grow this time of year? Like we've hit 100 already. I think yesterday was 100. Today's 100. I mean, ugh, not ready for that. Fuzzy bathrobe hides many sins. We all need a nice fuzzy bathrobe. In some ways, it's been nice. Things are slower. It reminds me of when I was a kid. Yeah, I agree with that. There has been some really nice blessings. One of the things that's been nice is I live far from my immediate family and like my cousins and all of that. I don't live anywhere near them. And so I usually just see them once a year or every other year. And now with the video and everyone being around, I've been having so many more conversations with my cousins, and I normally wouldn't at all. So that's been a really nice blessing. Lydia had to turn on the AC on Thursday. Yeah, I'm totally starting to sweat right now, just sitting here. I'm not ready. I'm never ready for this heat. Oh, Damien says seeing India and LA without air pollution is incredible. Yeah, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good going on amidst the muck, you know? Like there are definitely some blessings to be had. All right, here's my last one, but I want to make sure this is going to go over my head before I add it. So all you do when you get to the end, here's where we started and here's where we are now, is you're just going to take this loop and connect it here. That is it. If you want to add a clasp, you'd have to add that instead, but if you make it long enough to go over your head, let me see which bead do I want to do last here. Maybe one of these guys. So you have your bead you put on here. You've got, do I have any more crimps? No. So you're gonna add your bead, you're gonna add your crimp, and then you're going to slide it into the other end to connect. And then you crimp that guy and you are all set. I do think I might make it a little longer for myself, or maybe I'll do a second, maybe I'll do a second one. Although I'm running out of beads. Soft flex. Just kidding. What's really nice about the soft flex beading wire is it does have a little flex. So when you've got your links, you have a little bit of flexible room to pull it up and over your head. Let me get all this stuff out of the way so we can take a better look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. What do you guys think? Look at that. So simple. Great way to use up all of these little one-off beads in the same color. Luckily it's long enough. I was worried you would have to start using the tabs off of soft drink cans. You got to do what you got to do, right? Amber's asking, Kristen, what do you do with all of the things that you make? Well, I do a couple of things with them. There's a lot of stuff I wear, so there's a lot of things I'll put in my closet to wear. Then, of course, I give a lot away as gifts, and then I have a ton I keep for demonstration purposes and for examples so that I can show you guys examples of other things you can do. And then sometimes I sell them, but not that often. I'm actually doing a sale right now on my business page, and I am donating some money to Feeding America. So I decided to go through some of my demo pieces and put them up for sale. But most of the time I wear them or I gift them, I would say. So yeah, this is a really nice, I would think this would look really pretty with a nice simple shirt so that you can see everything that's going on. And just to show you guys, this was the one we did so this is the spring Pantone color mix. So we used this quad here today that you can find online. And then this was the fall one. We don't have this quad anymore, but we do sell all of these wires still. This one's a little, got like the dark blue lapis, citrine, bone, and garnet. So it's a lot deeper of a color. And I used copper crimps on this one. We didn't make any earrings today, but these are the earrings that we made when we did the Pantone fall quad. Just some loopy earrings. That you can do, and I do have a video that includes these earrings in it. So if you find the fall Pantone video, you can see how I did all of that. And then I'm not sure if I did these on a video. I feel like I did, but I can't remember what it was. But this was another one using the Serenity Trios. And so it's got green turquoise, fluorite, and bone. And they're just going in and out of these crimps here. So that's another fun way that you can use multiple wire colors in a very simple loopy design. And lastly, we did this one with the Purple Rain set. And this one is just loops and loops. And then it's just attached to one strand of Softlex in the back. So this one, if you look for the Purple Rain necklace, you can find out how I did this guy. And in this case, I used one type of bead, but I only did them sometimes, and sometimes it was just plain wire. And it's kind of a wild and crazy sculptural look. Amber said, I would like to see that. Which one were you talking about? Were you talking about these? Like an earring video like this? Okay, cool. I will think about doing a trios video with some beads to make this, because I can't remember. I feel like I did this on a video, but I cannot remember which one. So maybe I should do that one again. Earrings, yes. Cool. I will put that on my list of videos to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy on and take off the necklace I was wearing so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, thanks, Softlex. Yeah, they just shared my Kristen art and design page, which is on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at Kristen Fagan if you're on Instagram. So here, let's see if you guys can see it. Let me turn the camera down a little bit. And I'm wearing just a plain blue shirt today. So, perfect. Oh. Well, thank you guys for being with me here today. I know there was a lot of crimping and you just hung out with me, and I appreciate that. It is a nice summer look. It's super light, and I think it would be great too if you got really extra large and wrapped it around a couple of times. That would be a lot of fun also. So 22% off on all beading wire, all craft wire, just today and tomorrow. It's a flash sale. So any wire needs, great time to stock up. You're very welcome, Suzanne. As always, $50 free shipping, and that is for within the US. We have a special video coming up this week, 2 special videos. We've got our kit video on Wednesday. Yay, it's kit day on Wednesday. So we'll have our new kit. We're gonna have Sarah doing the reveal for Le Fleur and doing the design challenge, and then we'll have our new kit launching on Wednesday also. That'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific time on the Softflex Facebook page. And then we're gonna have a special video between me, Nile, Sarah, and Sarah James of Jesse James Beads. That will be on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, as far as I know. That could change because things are changing, you know, with things. We have to kind of work around everyone's schedule. But as of right now, we're planning on doing that over on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page on Thursday. Amber cannot use anything but Softlex. I tried to use up some other stock, but had to just add it to my donate pile. Sometimes it's like, once you go Softlex, you can't go back, right? One of those things where you don't know what it is until you've used it, and then you realize you really can't use anything else. I totally feel that. But you put it in your donation pile, you'll make someone else very happy to get started and try. Hoard the stuff. Yep, exactly. You don't want to be left without any. Yeah, I can't wait for us to get together too. I'm excited for it, Pamela. It's going to be, like I said, on the Jesse James Bead page, and we're going to do, I think, a Zoom style, so we'll all be there at the same time. We've never done that before, so I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll catch us over there on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you here next Monday, and be well. Stay creating, and if you're stuck, that's okay. Just give yourself some space, some time, do something else you love, organize, you know, all those little things, and hopefully after giving yourself a little bit of time, your creativity will come right back. It's all par for the course. Hopefully you won't be the Oliver Twist of beads next time. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it looks like I just got some beads in the mail. My mail just arrived with my husband, so yay! We'll have some beads to play with next week. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.